This is the Tesla 1 month overview reading for the month of September 2024. It's currently July 17th, 2024, 9:18 p.m. Eastern Time. Tesla at the time of this reading is $248.50, that's USD. The shuffle video for the Tesla reading was created on June 27, 2024 at 1:57 p.m. Eastern Time. That's the video playing for you on the screen. The overall theme and behavior for the month of September, we have sideways rotation and a notable move higher out of that sideways rotation. It's nullified, however, making me sense that there's some sort of chart behavior that comes after that move to the upside that counteracts it. It is, however, crossed with a fast sudden move higher. So I think for the most part, between that and the sneak preview card from August being the Lust card, I think this is going to be a pretty significantly bullish month. Behavior around the highest high, we have a sideways fluctuating decline that precedes a rally. Usually when you see a card like that in the high significator position, it indicates that we'll see the same high again soon or a higher one. Behavior around the lowest low for the month, we have a U-shaped dip that forms near the intersection of two perpendicular diagonal trend lines. Usually you'll have a low and a peak on both sides. As far as the timing of the highs and the lows, there's a few places where we are most likely to have highs and a few places where we're most likely to have lows. I'll give you those locations, and then in the members version I get into more detail and identify down to the day which one of those highs and lows I think is the highest of them and the lowest of them. But we have a high in a lot of the September readings. There's a high over here around the 5th that we revisit over here towards the end of the week. So I think there's probably a peak here, but we have a high over here towards the end of the week. We have another high here over here. So that's like the 13th. We have another high over here between the 16th and the 17th. Probably one more over here on the 19th, it's possible. And then another one over here around the 28th, 26th, 27th. As far as the lowest lows, there's a low right before the start of the month. There's a low around the 9th, 10th. We likely have a sharp drop. We likely have a sharp drop on the 19th into the 20th as well. And again, I'll talk about which of those I think is the highest of them in the members version. I will say that there's cross-reading congruencies here for the highest high of the year. And it's lining up pretty nicely pattern-wise with a lot of the other September readings for there to be a highest high where it's located. And again, I'll talk about that in more detail in the members version. Now, we're going to get into the chart behavior as well as the best trade opportunities. But before we do that, I just want to make sure you're aware. The whole purpose of the channel is to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. And we do that by following the rule of karma for the channel. It's a threefold agreement between the universe and anybody utilizing this information for personal gain. Nothing wrong with gaining from this information as long as you are simultaneously helping other people. So the way that you do that is you go to our website, Tarot for Traders, to the resources tab. 5% of all profits should be donated forward to a charity, and 5% of the profits should be donated back to the channel through one of these links. If you're international, you can use this app Wise, which is reliable, or you can use crypto. When you click on the crypto tab, you get all these QR codes, so you can donate in a bunch of different cryptos. It leaves you at 90%. That's way more than a stockbroker would ever leave you with. With that said, guys, make sure to follow through on the rule of karma. As long as you do that, the universe considers you an angel investor of the channel. It's going to set it back to you tenfold for following through. Blessings to all my angel investors. Let's get back into it. So overall, though, I think what we've got is like some sideways, maybe possibly moving to the upside kind of behavior in the first 2 weeks, but there's a sharp drop mid-week, mid-second week, and then a sharp drop at the end of the third week. I think we rally third week, drop off, and then we rally back to where we dropped off from in the last week. In the members version, I'll get into the day-by-day chart behavior. As far as best trades, if we meet a lowest low thus far on the 9th towards the end of the day, or a lowest low thus far on the 9th period, I would open up a partial long there. So I would add to that partial long on the 10th early in the day at a trough, and I would look to close out of that long position on the 10th at a prominent peak. If I miss that opportunity, there's probably opportunity on the 13th, but there's a big drop in between that opportunity and the one on the 13th. So if you don't have a high risk tolerance, I highly recommend getting out before that drop. If you miss the second opportunity, there's a cash out opportunity, it looks like, on the 16th, 17th as well. Now, I'm going to get into reviewing the July reading to see how we're doing thus far. All right, so overall, we had a fast, sudden move higher as the theme, and you can see as soon as July started, boom, fast, sudden move higher. That's on the scale of a one-year chart. Look at that. We had a highest high on the 5th, and then we had a possibility of another one on the 8th. Looks like it ended up being on the 9th. We revisit a crest on the 10th, and then there's also a sharp drop to what I thought would be a lowest low it wasn't a lowest low, but it was a pretty significant move to the downside, almost the lowest low. If you like cut out the first 2 days of the month, that's what it is. Sometimes that'll happen when there's a really big move right on the edge of a reading, like the first few days of a reading or the last few days of a reading. Sometimes it'll work out that way, that the lowest low will be like you cut that piece out. So in any case, there's a pretty sharp drop there. Not our lowest low, but close. And then it looks like we come back. We should see a highest high here on the 18th, 19th. So it looks like we're within a range of that coming to fruition. Overall, a pretty solid reading. And then as far as the trades, really, there weren't a lot of trades for the month of July, but the first real trade is coming up on the 19th. We haven't actually seen it yet. But anyways, this has been a solid reading, guys. Really accurate. Aside from this low not being a lowest low, just coming in as a really significant low, everything else was really solid. If you're wondering, the July shuffle file was created on May 24th, 2024 at 1:34 a.m. Eastern Time. So if you're interested in the members version, great way to support the channel. There's a link in the description. If you're interested in the paid version, it's a really great way to support the channel. You're getting information in the paid version that you won't find anywhere else in the world. This is super undervalued information. Literally, only place you can find it is at Tarot for Traders and the Investor Profit. What you're getting is the timing of the best trades, what type of trades to make, also what type of chart behavior to look for as far as entry and exit into and out of those trades. You get any trades from a multi-month and a multi-year standpoint, and then any price level information that we're able to extrapolate. This is super valuable information. People with the paid version are making money. So the way that you get the paid version, you go to our website, Tarot for Traders, you hover over our services, click on SO Meta Posts, and then you want to scroll down to monthly subscription, click here to order. You can subscribe to any one of these individual crypto or ticker symbols for $2.49 a month, or you can get the all paid version, which gives you access to all of these crypto and ticker symbols for $4.99 a month. Not to mention, you are also getting any one-offs, any custom monthlies that people order for that month, and any monthlies that I do that are relevant to that part of the year. So there's going to be different monthlies coming out month to month, and you would have access to all of those paid versions through the all paid version. The most popular way to support the channel, and not to mention, it's a really great way to get my attention. So thank you to everybody that goes ahead and does that, and let's get back into it.